Dummies and pacifiers. My name is Dr. Carly, also known as Professor Caroline Fertelman, and I have over 30 years experience working in the NHS. I often get asked about dummies and pacifiers. There's quite a big pro camp and quite a big anti camp. And personally, when I was a young mother, I didn't really like dummies, but for sure they are much better than thumb sucking or fingers, because when it's time to remove the dummy, you throw them in the bin. Obviously you can't do that with thumbs and fingers. Also, dummies, particularly if you buy an orthodontic dummy, don't change the shape of your mouth. So dummies can be used once breastfeeding is established. So we would suggest at least wait until 4 to 6 weeks, only to use them at night time and for sleeps and in the daytime, naps in the daytime, but not generally when they're awake. And between 6 and 12 months, we would suggest you throw them away, because that's by that time they should be learning to self-soothe and get themselves to sleep. Please don't put anything on the dummy like sugar or anything else. Leave them plain, and don't tie them to cords. Dummies should be either in the mouth or out the mouth, but not really attached to the child, so that there can be a possibility even of getting it round their neck. We do know that dummies are protective against sudden infant death syndrome, cot death or crib death. We don't really know why. Is it because a baby who's got a dummy maybe sucks regularly? When they fall deeply asleep, they wake themselves up to suck again? I think we don't really know. There may be some children who just don't like dummies, and there's not much you can do about it. If your child doesn't like a dummy, you can't keep forcing the dummy onto the baby. They have to actually want to be able to take it, and so you need to start probably about 4 to 6 weeks and use it every day. There may be some instances where you're told by your doctor to use a dummy even though breastfeeding is not established. This is the minority of babies, and they're likely to be known because they were premature or they've had some early neonatal problem and are known to neonatologists. That's doctors on a special care baby unit. So for the most part, dummies are safe. They protect you against cot death. They shouldn't be used really much after 6 to 12 months, because you don't want them to interfere with their speech. And please don't put anything on them, and keep them, don't attach them to your baby. If you found this video useful, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and let other parents know about it.